Good morning, guys. My name is Josanna Williams. Today is October 27th, 2023. Ooh, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie's coming out today. We'll see that shit later. And it is 8:35 in the morning. I am here. Excuse me. Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm here with my sister, Mary. That's me. And this is pretty much a follow up of what happened. This is something that we have to talk about, unfortunately. Again, children interacting with adults when instructed not to. Now, for me, I am a sexual assault victim, battery, more or less. I was 3 when it happened. I don't really remember all the details, but I honestly don't want to remember it. My sister, 8 years old, she was traumatized, trying to, she wants to just enjoy some stuff, some My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, whatnot, without, it being all corrupted and all that. And she didn't, get that childhood chance, really.
Yeah, I got the chance, but I just didn't see it the same way since.
Yeah. Well, we brought that up again because unfortunately, some of these kids who this kind of stuff happens to, I'm gonna sound like a piece of shit when I say this, actually deserved it because they refused to listen. Now, human trafficking is a big, big issue. Alright, pedophilia is starting to be a little bit more common, and it's still a big issue. But people on the pedophile side starts to normalize this shit, saying that, it's okay or whatever. Well, I'm gonna nip this shit in the bud. You have people that want to hurt children, and you have people that want to help children. The two H's. When kids are on social media platforms, it is very advisable, not only for us adults, like content creators on a platform, but it's also advisable of parents and the site to make sure that these kids are not viewing um, shit that can harm them. They're not viewing anything that can destroy what they love best. This morning, my sister tells me, she wakes up, she tells me there is someone on Twitter who contacted me who tagged me and somebody else in a post. This person that they tagged in the post was 15. My sister is 19, a legal adult. Even though she still acts like a kid, she's technically still a teenager, but legally she's an adult. Mary's Twitter account, if you go to it, it reads that she is 19 years old, an adult, and she says minors DNI, you will be blocked. And if you don't know what DNI means, it means do not interact. In other words, don't talk to her. Well, this girl, I don't know who she is, but this girl tags Mary in a post that she did, a drawing that she did, a cute little drawing, not bad, not bad for a kid. And Mary was like, that looks like a design of a child, the drawings, because we know how children draw versus adults. Well, I don't know, but Mary does. She's the artist in the house. She asked the person, how old are you? Because they don't have their age in their bio. So she scrolls through her Twitter and she sees a lot of stuff on there that points out that this is an actual minor. So the girl responds back with, I don't know. Almost like she knows that she's a kid. And she knows she's not supposed to be talking to Mary because she's an adult. And she just don't want to say it. And think that Mary's going to be like, okay, so since you don't know, I'm going to continue talking to you. No. So Mary quickly informs the kid, look, I have my age on literally every single platform that I'm on, except for our DeviantArt, because our DeviantArt, we really don't really care about it. It's just art, it's just art, and saying like thank you and well, you're welcome and shit, minor or not. Just some gratitude. You feel me? We ain't trying to hold no conversation with nobody on DeviantArt. Just if you follow us, we'll give you say thank you. If you say thank you on our page, we'll respond to that, and that will just be about it. It's just official shit. Well, Mary was kind of upset because she said that you try everything to stop children from talking to you. You try everything to have minors to stop interacting with you. And they continuously interact with people who are not only adults, but that literally instructs children to turn the fuck away when they see their account. And minors, every day, a kid is being soliciting for sex. Every day, a child is being groomed. Every day, a child is being raped or traumatized sexually. And this is a problem not only in America, but around the fucking world. And a lot of these children that they're happening to, yeah, it's the little elementary schoolers, but it's also middle and high schoolers as well. And you got 18 and 19-year-olds like my sister who can still, pass on as a teen, a kid, that this happens to as well. Age don't define maturity. So even though my sister is 19, she can be childish at times. And she can be mature at times. It doesn't mean she's mature. Alright? But also, just because she's 19 and she's, not mature, don't mean she should interact with kids. And that's exactly what she's trying, to stop. Is for children to interact with her. Now, this is probably the second or third person that Mary found out the ages of and blocked. On Twitter, at least. Mm-hmm. Children get themselves into this situation, but unfortunately they continuously be called the victim. Even though adults do have control of the situation, adults should not be held responsible for a child's actions. You have children out there who have sex, who masturbates, who watch porn, who pretty much act like they grown. And child predators see this shit. And they say, yeah, they take advantage of it. And for your information, a lot of these kids do this shit online. And behind their parents' back. Well, some children, in my opinion, and when I say some, I mean some. Some children are on the internet for one thing and one thing only, and that's to just have a good time. But then you have other kids that completely disregard, warnings and shit, and they end up getting themselves up in a lot of trouble.
Well, I wasn't really like mean or anything. I wasn't mean or anything. I just told her, look, I don't want to interact with her. I told her, I said, if you read my bio, you can clearly tell. Well, no, hold on, no, I didn't say that. But I told her, I didn't want to say, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to come off like a douchebag or anything. But, because, that's not my demeanor, that's not my personality. But I did tell her, I put all of my ages on my social media platforms. On top of that, I put minors don't interact with me. You interact with me, you will be blocked. So the fact that she answered, I don't know, when I asked her how old she was, automatically sent a red flag to me saying, yeah, this is a fucking child. It's not just what she posts on her Twitter, but it's the way that she responded to the age.
Yeah.
And I don't like how parents allow their children to be on the internet unsupervised, and they end up seeing people, on there. And to be honest, you, Twitter is a site that you can be 13 years old and sign up on. But the problem with Twitter is that there's porn on there, including child porn. There's porn on there. So it's like saying that a kid is 13 and up, where there's a site of Twitter that has this kind of content, you might as well allow children to sign up for sites like X videos and Pornhub and XNXX and all those other porn sites. You might as well allow them, because Twitter to me is not all inappropriate and it's only there when you're looking for it. But I said this when I did the Namusberg podcast. I was looking for Catch Teeny Ping stuff, like news and shit, and then I run into fucking Teeny Pings having sex and people talking about Teeny Pings being lesbians and the children in the shows being gay and shipping, same sex and all that. It's all NSFW. So why does Twitter allow their users to be 13 and up to sign up for that site when they are clearly aware of the pornography that's on there? On top of that, you do have people who are zoophiles and pedophiles on that platform. So when you talk about minors do not interact and kids still interact anyway, they set themselves up for that kind of, they open that door. They set themselves up for that kind of activity to happen. And while I can still feel bad for them, I still hold them accountable because they're just kids. I'm not going to be like every other parent and say, well, they don't know better, because they do. Kids know how to read. If they know their numbers, if they know that 18 and over and they're not 18 and over, they should just move along. They should block that account and move along. I've been getting blocked on Twitter a lot recently, and I don't even know why. But then I figured it could be either one of two things. They knew who I am from the Spooky Jumpscare Mansion community, and what the hell ever happened between me and Chroma Stone's probably still burnt in their head, or they might actually be children. I try my best not to interact with people who are kids, but it's also complicated to figure out who's a child and who's an adult when they don't post their age in the bio of their account. So every account that I follow on Twitter, if their account says 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or even 30 or 41, those are accounts that I follow. I don't follow anybody that says 15, 16, or 17. I block those accounts.
Right.
And, I was a victim, and I have the ability to stop it. And that's exactly what I'm attempting to do. But it's hard to try to do something when children don't want to cooperate.
I look at it like this here. If they don't listen to their parents, why would they listen to some random stranger online? And you know what? Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me all the time, Josanna, if you listen, you might, you'll end up saving your life will be saved one day. Only if you listen. Kids don't listen because they're rebellious. They have all this other shit that's not child friendly going on with them. On top of that, they're very rebellious. But you know what not listening is called? It's called disrespect. And they're not only disrespectful to the people online when they're interacting with folks who says, I don't interact with minors, or minors don't interact with me, or whatever. They're also disrespectful to their parents. Because because them listening, it will save a kid from being groomed, guys. It will save a kid from being solicited for sex. It will actually put a fucking pedophile, be like, you know what, fuck this, and go and do something else, and they don't get put in jail. It will actually save someone's life one day as a kid. But the more children that are on the internet, it seems like the more disrespectful and the more disobedient that they are. And that all you can do is block. See what I'm saying? It's all you can do, because we don't know this kid. We can't be like, kid, I'm gonna call your parents, tell your parents what we're doing. Trust me, if we were like that, parents around the world would be getting a shitload of phone calls every single day.
I don't want to see children go through that kind of trauma and stress, but then especially teenagers, they bring it upon themselves, just like you said, by not listening.
Mm-hmm.
They bring it upon themselves. And sometimes I feel sorry for these children, and sometimes I don't. And the reason why sometimes I don't feel sorry for these kids when they end up in these situations, because I always like, okay, where are the fucking parents? But then you can't always blame the parents, because you can blame the parents as much as you want. You can have I look at it like this here. You can have a kid that has great parents, and the kid still grow up to be a criminal or be trash or whatever. You can have a kid who has horrible parents and still grow up to be something successful, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why sometimes too I don't really feel sorry for these children, because they know exactly what the hell they're doing. A lot of them, in order to follow a Twitter account, you have to go to the profile.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to the profile, and when you go to the profile, no matter which way you do it, you'll see the description. My description reads, "My name is Mary Yaji. I am 19 years old. I love Gurgun Yaya. I'm the creator of the Yayaland Scary Mansion and Shippo series." And then at the very last sentence, the very last fraction on my Twitter account says, "Minors do not interact. You will be blocked." On my Twitter, what I have husband is at Gelboy Kukuya. Minors equal blocked. I have literally block minors on literally almost all of my profiles, all my social media. I even have it on my Wattpad.
Mm-hmm.
I have my Wattpad. If I don't say minors equal block, I'll say my stuff is not for kids, which is really a translation of kids get the fuck away. This account is not for you. And if kids get away, good. If they don't, then me, as the responsible adult in the situation, is going to have to do everything I can to block them and make sure that they don't contact me ever again.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally should not have to do that, because they should take at least 30 seconds out of their time and read, or at least skim like they always do in school. Like we used to do in school, skim through that passage and see what you can get. And if something says don't interact with them, someone says don't interact with them, I'm an adult, I don't like kids, I don't interact with them. Because it seems like even the smallest thing that a YouTuber or a content creator do with a kid, regardless if it's inappropriate or not, they get labeled as a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, because I study law, it's not illegal to be friends with minors, but you still don't want to take that risk, because people are evil. They will ruin your career by calling you a pedophile based off of shit that you've done in your past, or call you a pedophile just because you're friends with children.
If that's the case, everybody pedophiles. All teachers are pedophiles. How about that? Oh, hold on. Parents are pedophiles. How about that? How about that?
And you can't even trust people who call you who say pedophiles anyway, because they'll use it on people who have no interest in kids. They use that as an insult weapon.
Mm-hmm.
They use that as an insult weapon. So when they, call people, pedophile, hey, pedophile this, pedophile that, pedophile the other, your mom is fat.
Mm-hmm.
How can you believe the people that are being called, who are calling, others pedophiles? Because it's such a common thing now. They're normalizing it. They're normalizing the word pedophilia to be interacted with anything with kids, which means that if you're friends with kids, you'll be labeled as a pedophile. If you're trying to talk to kids, you'll be labeled as a pedophile. But they don't actually understand that really not all pedophiles look for children, but then you do have some that do look for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I watch Chris Hansen. When I see these men talking to like the decoy and stuff that's like 12, 13, 14, and 15 years old, when I see the excuse me, the men talking to decoys like this, the only thing that runs through our mind is how trifling they are, and they can't get no other bitches. That's the only thing that runs through my mind, because like It's pretty clear that they'll do this with anybody, but they'll settle down for a child. It's disgusting.
It is.
It's very disgusting. And if a kid is in a chat room meant for adults, or that was created for adults, and as responsible adults, we need to block that account if we can, or report it, because there's a lot of kids too that are on sites like Tinder and Grindr and shit, and those are like dating sites and sites for hookups and stuff. You have kids who have Pornhub accounts, and although they're not making videos, they have an account so they can just go ahead and watch the porn.
Mm-hmm.
And the sites are obviously unaware because they lie about their age. A few months back, I had Neutral to pretend that she was a 14-year-old, and I had her to set up a Google account that literally stated that she was 14. And I asked her, I said, go to one of my Take Her and Good Boy Shitpost episodes. When she goes there, it says, sorry, this content is age restricted. That means a lot of people who are viewing my Take Her and Good Boy shitposts who have lied about their age and are actually underage. And that right there is a problem that I personally cannot stop.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I block any and everyone who don't have like an age in their bio or whatever, I could potentially be blocking a kid, or I could potentially be blocking an adult. We as adults should put our age in our social media bios. I don't give a damn what social media you use. I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't care if it's Twitter. I don't care if it's Instagram. I don't care if it's Snapchat. Make yourself know that you're an adult. If you don't feel comfortable with putting your age, put I am over 18. If you don't feel comfortable putting your age, just say this account is only reserved for adult purposes only. It don't even have to be inappropriate. You're just pretty much telling people who are visiting your account, I'm an adult, minors get the fuck away. That's what you're doing. And children don't want to take and listen to that, so they end up getting groomed, they end up getting solicited for sex, they end up getting sold, and although you can feel bad for the family and the parents because that's still somebody's kid, you also have to hold the kid responsible. Because your questions really should be, what the hell is the kid doing talking to an adult anyway? Talking to strangers, period. Because even though kids are friends with other kids on these sites, how do you even know that's an actual kid on the other side of that phone? How do you know that's an actual 15-year-old? Those predators on Chris Hansen say it all the time. They'll say like they're 13 and 14 and 15 and come out to be some 20, 30, or 40-year-old guy.
Yeah.
People lie about their age. They lie about the age. They lie about the shit that they do. So parents really need to start monitoring their kids, especially in today's time. They need to start monitoring their kids and what the hell their kids are doing and who the hell their kids are talking to. Because one thing that irritates me the most is people tagging me in posts and tagging me in tweets along with other people who are presumably underage. That's creepy to me, and that's very infuriating. Because it's not only like I feel like that they're trying to get me in trouble. It's also infuriating because they know how old I am. It's not like it's a secret. They know how old I am. They know I don't want to have anything to do with kids. Yet people keep sharing my posts who are underage. People keep tagging me in tweets and shit with other users that are underage. And I'm viewing these profiles and I'm saying this person is 13 and autistic. They're 15 and autistic. They're 17 and autistic. What part of do not interact, you will be blocked if you are a minor, don't children understand? If you don't know what a minor is, I will put it in simple terms for you. If you are not 18 and over, do not understand, there's no way in fuck that you can miss that. 18, that is a damn number. I'm not even using legal terms at this point. If you are not 18 and over, don't interact with me.
Ouch.
You'll tell them that, and hopefully they listen.
Yep.
I do feel bad for people who go through that kind of stuff, though. I feel bad for the victims who go through that kind of stuff, but then I can't really feel sorry for you if you just don't listen. If your folks are telling you Don't go on these sites to do anything inappropriate, and you do inappropriate stuff anyway. That's on you.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with me and my sister. That has nothing to do with me and my sister. That have nothing to do with me, content creators. That has nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to listen because you don't want to listen, and because you don't want to listen, you face the damn consequences. I am 19 years old. I am a woman, and I am still told that to this day because it's the truth. You want to do what you want to do, you're gonna suffer the consequences. You don't want to listen, you're gonna suffer the consequences. No one's gonna be there to help you.
No.
It's a whole different thing if you're just an innocent kid minding your business, posting whatever it is that you're posting, and then some creep fuck on internet approaches you. That's one thing, because you're not intentionally looking for anyone. That's one thing. It's another thing if you're literally tagging and following people who say that they're of age and that they don't want to have anything to do with minors. That is looking for trouble, literally, because you don't know the people on the other side of that phone.
I would say like this: you don't know if me and Mary are serial killers. You don't know if we're convicted rapists. You don't know if we're murderers. You don't know any of that, and you're interacting with us. Everybody, and this not just goes for us. That goes for everybody. People should be careful interacting with other people, because let me tell you something: adults become victims of this kind of shit too. So it's not just the kids; it's adults too. And definitely adults, because adults be like, well, I'm grown and shit. I'll do whatever I fucking want. Yeah, okay. We're going to see you on news later. Talking about something missing and all that. Because just because we're grown, that don't mean that we should be carefree of who the hell we're talking to. We should still be careful who we're talking to. Because who's to say my sister's 19. Let's just say if some 40-year-old guy follows her, comparing her to that 40-year-old, she's a fucking child. Comparing her to that 40-year-old, she's a fucking child. Who's to say that 40-year-old ain't a hacker who's going to hack her Twitter account just by following her? Because that is a thing. That is possible. Who's to say that that's not a sex offender or a rapist talking to my little sister? A fucking child. She's 19, she's a woman, but she's a fucking child. Because you're 40. She's old enough to be your daughter. My sister don't have a carefree attitude like a lot of these other teenagers out here. She's not looking for trouble. And every single time she says she's not looking for trouble, she either always ends up getting in trouble or somebody always attempts to get her in trouble. You tag her in a tweet with a 15-year-old, a 19-year-old. Fuck that Romeo and Juliet America law. Screw that 4-year law. You tag her in a post with another child when her account clearly says don't interact with her. And you know what? I'm gonna keep doing these type of podcasts until our subscribers and these children on Twitter and Instagram and shit get it past their fucking heads that we are adults and we don't want to have anything to do with you guys. Maybe when y'all 18 or 19, but probably by then we probably gonna don't forget about you. Stop it. That's not okay. And parents need to watch their children. I don't care if your kid got a permit or a job or what. They're in your household. They're minors. They're underage. You need to fucking watch them, dude. Because a lot of children who's getting snatched up and molested and sold on a black market, because they do that too on the dark web. They sell children on the black market. A lot of these things could be prevented if parents weren't so neglectful and if children just take accountability and just be like, hey, you know what? This person says she's 19, she's 20, she's 21. I ain't gonna talk to her. I'm not even gonna follow her. I'm gonna block her instead. Kids don't do that. They look for trouble. So, don't be interacting with no damn adults and you a damn child. Mary might like catching ping and giggling yai and shit, but that don't mean that she's equivalent to a child, because she's not, legally she's not a child. Morally, she's still a child because she's still a teenager. 19, 18, y'all still teenagers. Y'all still kids. Y'all still got a lot of growing up to do. This is coming from a 25-year-old. Y'all ain't grown. Y'all never be grown until y'all get out y'all parents' house. Y'all get a good paying job. Y'all got a good ass degree or some shit. Y'all got a car. And y'all living on your own and paying your own bills. Until then, y'all never be fucking grown. So stop it.